Well, you guys, the World Series has came to an end. Um, Pretty disappointed, as you can tell. I'm a Houston Astros fan. I am wearing. I'm wearing this. See, I made a video of that a few weeks ago. So, let's talk about this World Series. We're not going to talk about the final game. We're going to talk about, as of my point of view. So, let me just start off by saying congratulations. Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves for winning the World Series since 1995, I believe. That's quite a while. That is quite a long time since the last time they won it, over 25 years ago. And they haven't been in it since 1999, over 20 years ago. I mean, let's be honest. They deserve to win it. You know, they were the best team after all. So, let's go back to when the postseason first started. A lot of people didn't pick Atlanta to be in the World Series. I think most people picked them to lose to the Los Angeles Dodgers in the NLCS. My postseason bracket prediction did not go well. No, it was pretty bad. I think I only got the wild card correct. And one division series correct, and the rest I got them all wrong. Every year it's like that, pretty much, except for last year's, but I'm used to it. It's usually bad, so. But a lot of people did not pick Atlanta to be in the World Series. I did pick them to lose early in the division series to Milwaukee, but I got that one wrong. So it seems like they just got better and better in the postseason, you know? You know, so I thought Los Angeles might make a comeback in the NLCS, kind of like last year's. But Atlanta Braves made sure that did not happen again. So they were in the World Series. And a lot of people want Atlanta to win because it's been over 25 years since they've won it. But there's also a lot of people that want Houston to win. And I'll tell you why. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the Houston Astros because of what happened a few years ago. I understand. Okay? But I think a lot of those people that used to not like the team, they kind of want Houston to win because the manager, Dusty Baker, has never won the World Series as a manager. He almost did all the way back in 2002 when he was the San Francisco Giants manager. And he was close again in 2021. 19 years later. That's 20 seasons. Dusty has managed quite a lot of teams. Let me look that up real quick, because I know he managed the Cincinnati Reds. I know he managed the Washington Nationals. Let's see. So as a manager, he managed the Giants from 1993 to 2002. Wow, that's like 10 years almost. Then the Chicago Cubs from 2003 to 2006. He did not manage in 2007, but he was hired by the Cincinnati Reds, and he managed that team from 2008 to 2013. And he did not manage in 2014 and 2015, but then he was hired from the Washington Nationals from 2016 to 2017. And then he didn't manage in 2018, 2019, but then he got hired by the Houston Astros in 2020 after the former manager, A.J. Hinch, got fired. So, I believe the 2 years after he managed the Nationals, I believe he was doing a broadcast or something. Oh no, he was a ESPN analyst during the 2006 MLB postseason and served as a similar role during the 2007 season. In 2015, Baker joined TBS as a studio analyst for the final 2 weeks of their regular season coverage and for the coverage of the National League playoffs. So he started managing in 1993. That's almost 30 years ago. That is quite a lot of time, a lot of years. So, yeah, he almost did it in 2002 from San Francisco. And then let's see here. So he got fired from Cincinnati because they weren't great back then for those years. I didn't know he was the manager for only 2 years for the Nationals. So he left after the 2017 season, postseason. All right. So, man, he had a lot of playoff losses. Let's take a look. There's a chart on Wikipedia. So in 1997 with the San Francisco Giants, he lost the division series. In 2000, he lost to the division series. 2002, he lost the World Series. In 2003, as the Chicago Cubs manager, he lost the National League Championship Series. Cincinnati was in the playoffs a couple of times when he was the manager. 2010, lost the division series. Same with 2012. 2013, lost the wild card game. Wow. 2012, Cincinnati was 97-65. That's really good. 2016, lost the division series. Same with 2017. Last year, lost the American League Championship Series. And now this year, World Series. That's... Man, why can't he just get a World Series win? That is what's most disappointing is you have a manager like Dusty Baker and a lot of people want him to win. You know, I get it. You don't like the Houston Astros because of what happened a few years ago, but you have a long-time manager that is close to make the World Series or to win it, and then, you know, I feel bad for him, actually, you know. You know, remember years ago in the NFL, Andy Reid was the head coach. He never won the Super Bowl until last year. You know, Dusty Baker's like the new Andy Reid now for baseball. It's kind of sad, but I hope, man. Man, I was really hoping they would win this World Series because of him. All right, now let's talk about the World Series. Game 1 was not good for Houston. Um, I believe it was, yeah, it was not good. They lost 6-2. The roof was closed. The next night, Game 2, the roof was open. It was about damn time that the roof was open. Seriously, like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like every year, Minute Maid Park, the roof is open less and less and less. I believe in the old days, when Minute Maid Park first, you know, opened, the roof was open more and more often. But then all of a sudden, it's open less and less and less. I get it, it's hot in Houston, but this is the playoffs. It's not going to be that hot in October, you know? Like, I get it. I understand you have to close the roof when it's raining and when the weather's ugly. I get it. But there's a lot of times where the weather isn't ugly, but the roof is still closed. I don't know. I mean, the Texas Rangers got a new ballpark. I wonder how often is that roof open. Anyway, so Game 2, the roof was finally open. Houston won 7-2. So both games were kind of blowout, sort of. And then we get to Game 3. Game 3 was ugly for the weather. The weather was freaking ugly. I thought the game might be postponed, but it wasn't. The rain stopped, but then I think it rained a little bit during the game. I did not watch much of that game because, well, I don't want to talk about that, but I didn't really watch much of Game 3, but all I know is the weather was ugly, and Houston only got 2 hits. 2 hits. So they lost 2-0. Atlanta's up 2-1. Game 4 comes. I did not watch much of that game because we had a Halloween party. Every year we have a Halloween party, and it's during one of the World Series games. So I did not watch much of Game 4, but we had the game on TV, so occasionally I would check the score on the TV. And they were winning 2-0 until, or I should say they were winning until the 7th inning. They gave up 2 home runs. Atlanta leads 3-2, and that's how they won the game. So Atlanta leads 3-1. Houston probably could have won Game 4. If they were to win Game 4, the series would be tied 2-2. You can't do that, man. You can't just. I get it. Like, anything can happen. But when you're winning, and you're winning until like the 7th inning, like, that's just disappointed, man. Like, you probably could have won that game, but then you give up 2 home runs. What is with these home runs nowadays? Like, we're having a lot of home runs lately. Which leads me to Game 5. It was a must-win for Houston. grand slam in the first inning. When I saw that, I turned it off. I turned off the game after that because I thought it was over. And I think a lot of people thought it was over too. A grand slam in the first inning. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I don't care. I don't know who the pitcher was. I forgot. But you can't do that. Grand slam in the first inning? Unbelievable. I thought it was over after that. I thought it was over. I turned it off. But then I checked the score again a few hours later. And then I saw that Houston's winning. I'm like, oh, well, let me turn on the game again. I'm going to turn this back on because they're winning. Game 5 was probably the best game in this World Series. In my opinion. So, Atlanta was winning 4-0 in the first inning. Then Houston got 2 runs in the second and the third inning, so it's tied 4-4. Atlanta got a run in the third inning, so now it's 5-4 after 3 innings. And then Houston got 3 runs in the fifth inning, so then it's 7-5 after 5 innings. Then Houston got 1 run in the 7th and the 8th inning, and now it's 9-5, and that was the final score. So, see, if they were to win Game 4, they would be leading 3-2. But Game 5 was a must-win. Then we move on to Game 6. It's another must-win for Houston. If they were to win Game 4, like I said, they would be leading 3-2 in Game 6, and it would have been a must-win for Atlanta. This is why you can't blow games kind of near the end. So, Game 6, I was watching it. I was mainly listening to it on the TV while I'm on here. The roof was open, but I checked the weather because if Game 7 were to happen, the roof would have been closed because there would have been a thunderstorm. So Atlanta got home runs, more home runs. They got 3 runs in the third, 3 runs in the fifth, and 1 run in the 7th. Houston got 0 runs. And that's how it ended. That was the final score. Atlanta has won the World Series. You see, if Houston were to win that Game 4, Game 7 would have happened tomorrow night. When I turned off the game after the 5th inning. I did. After it was 6-0, I'm like, how can Houston come back after that? And they didn't. Let me ask you guys this. Was it a good idea to have Luis Garcia as the starting pitcher for Game 6? And I say that because he was the starting pitcher on Game 3, which was 4 days ago. A 4-day rest isn't really enough, you know. But I understand why they had to put him in, because it was a must-win for Houston. So that's it. Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves. They deserved it. And I know who's happy in the inside. John Smoltz, the commentator for Fox. I'm sure he's happy because he used to play for the team in the 90s when they were really good. And yeah. And I thought it was all over on Sunday night, but it wasn't. This is weird because this is another World Series where the team has won it on the road. The last time that has happened was in 2013. Ever since, the road team won. Except for last year. But we're not going to count last year's because it was played, all the games were played in the same stadium. So we're not going to count last year's. Okay? But ever since 2014, the road team has won it. We have never seen, ever since 2014, we've never seen the home team celebrate their World Series victory. It's kind of sad, but like I said, I thought it was all over on Sunday night. Okay, well maybe, I guess Atlanta Braves are going to celebrate in their home ballpark. Nope. Turns out I was wrong, you know? Man, when is Dusty ever going to win that World Series? Seems like he never will now. I mean, never say never. I know. I mean, they were the best team. You beat the Dodgers, you know? Now you beat Houston. Without Ronald Acuna Jr. That's kind of insane. Because he got injured really bad. And he was out for the rest of the season, and yeah. But hey, if you're an Atlanta Braves fan, congratulations. I'm sure you are very happy after all of these years. You know, let's go back like maybe 10 years ago or so. Atlanta Braves are in the playoffs. They lose. They lose like in the division series so many times, and then they lost the NLCS last year after they were winning 3-1. You know, and I want to know if you guys thought that Atlanta's gonna blow a 3-1 lead again, but this time in the World Series. Now, as a Houston fan, you wish that were to happen. Okay, well maybe Atlanta's gonna blow another 3-1 lead. Maybe they will. This is like, you know, wow. This is very similar to 2019's World Series when the Washington Nationals won it after, you know, they finally won it, and then all those years they choke in the playoffs. This is very similar to the Atlanta Braves, you know. And it's also similar to last year's when Los Angeles Dodgers finally won it. After all those years, they choked as well. So at least, you know, we got to see teams winning the World Series after they choked so many years. So congratulations, you know. It's just that I wish Houston won mainly because for Dusty Baker. And I heard that Carlos Correa is going to be a free agent after the season. That's kind of sad, you know. If you're a fan of the Houston Astros, you know. Carlos Correa is one of my favorite players. And I'm actually wearing his shirt. Not this one. I'm wearing a shirt underneath this one. I guess I'll take it off and show you. I know this video's long, but I had to do a lot of talking in this one. I know I just uploaded a video of my thoughts on the 2019 World Series. I wasn't going to upload that, but then, well, might as well upload it since, you know, this year's is over. But if you look on the back, there it is. #1. And I wish he can stay on the Houston Astros. I don't know if he will or not. I think his first year was in 2016, I think. Because he was 22 years old, so now he's 27. So, what a great player. Carlos Correa is a great player. A guy that you don't want to mess around with. You know? If he does go to a different team, then I might follow wherever he goes. I just hope he doesn't. Let's hope, if you're a Houston Astros fan, let's hope Carlos Correa doesn't go to another American League West team. Like, what if he goes to the Oakland A's? Oh no, you're playing your former team now, you know? This is pretty disappointed. And I did not pick Houston to be in the World Series or to win it. I picked them to lose in the American League Division Series, but, you know, I got that one wrong. I mean, they made the ALCS 5 years in a row. That's impressive. 5 years in a row. So... So that's all I got to say. I'm sorry for the long video, but I had to do, you know, all my talking. I'm gonna, you know, save it up for one big video. And so, but man, they lost horrible in the last game at home, 7-0. Like, what the F is going on? That's just embarrassing. It seems like home field doesn't matter at this point. Again, if they won Game 4, Game 7 would have happened tomorrow night. Game 7 would have happened tomorrow night. But nope. This is why you just can't lose like this. This is why you can't lose like this, because it's like, you know, I don't know. Hey, at least we got November baseball. You know, if it ended on Game 5, that was on Halloween. We got November baseball. So, man, I feel bad for Dusty Baker. I don't know what he has to say after this. It's also sad that it's another World Series where a team won it on the road. They didn't win it in their home ballpark. And it's always sad that the season's over. You know, like I said in a different video, one of my other videos in October, I didn't watch much this season because mainly the second half. I didn't watch much because of that extra inning rule that no one likes, you know. And I just couldn't stand it. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. Screw this season. Thank you for that dumb rule that no one likes. And then I came back near the end of the season because I'm like, all right, well, I have no choice but to come back and watch the end of the season and the postseason, you know? But no more extra inning rule. I don't know if the 7-inning doubleheader is still a thing though, but I don't really mind the 7-inning doubleheaders. It's not as bad as the extra inning rule, so So there you guys have it. Thank you for watching, and I did record the ESPN radio broadcasts of the final out. Same with the, NLCS and ALCS. So tell me in the comments, what do you think about this World Series? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Or you didn't care? It was an okay World Series. It was okay. Obviously, if you're an Atlanta Braves fan, you love it, no matter how they win. A win is a win, I might do a video of me ranking all the World Series I saw. The first one I saw live was in 2013. If you want me to do that ranking video, like which one's my least favorite World Series, which one's my favorite World Series of all, I can probably do that video. So I might do the same with the Super Bowl. I don't watch the Super Bowl anymore. The last Super Bowl I saw was 2018. Ever since, I did not watch it. So yeah, three Super Bowls in a row I did not watch. And so far, I'm not going to watch next year's. So anyway, I also might do a ranking video of my favorite WrestleManias, because I do have a wrestling channel called The Old Wrestling Reactor. I know a lot of people don't know that, but if you are a wrestling fan, mainly for WWE, you can check that out. And I forgot to show you this one more thing. You probably remember this bear. Yes. I showed you this on the other video. Bear. Oh. If you hate the Houston Astros, click on this video that I made, and you will like it. And that is about it. I'm sorry, Bear. Man, it's just disappointed. I feel like, I forgot to say this, I feel like if Dusty Baker wasn't the manager, a lot more people would cheer for Atlanta. Another thing is that if Atlanta was playing a different team, I would probably cheer for Atlanta. I don't like the Yankees, I don't like the Red Sox, So if like one of those two teams were playing Atlanta, I would cheer for Atlanta, Anyway, that's mainly it, and great season, great year for the Houston Astros. I mean, let's be honest, they had some ups and downs, and they got better, and let's give them credit. I'm sure Dusty Baker is really proud of his team, and yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. Sorry for the long video, but man, I feel really bad for all those Houston fans that were at Game 6. Like, you spend a lot of your money, and the team loses. Not only lose the World Series, but they got crushed 7-0. Like, I don't know what to think if I was at the game. I really want to go to a playoff game. It doesn't have to be the World Series. Like, I want to go to a playoff game. And yeah, so and you know how Sometimes I like to do my predictions for like the postseason games or sports games and stuff. Lately for the past month I've been playing. Can it focus? RBI Baseball 20. Not RBI Baseball 21. I don't have that one because it's mainly the same as 20. So I don't really need 21. But RBI Baseball 20 is still my thing. So I used to do the same thing with the Madden NFL games, but not anymore. Oop. So alright, well, I will listen to the post-game show and all that stuff, and, I mean, it's always kind of fun to watch that, but, man, oh well, I don't know what to say. I mean, I've said everything. We'll. It seems like Dusty will never win it, but never say never. You know, so that's it. Sorry for the long video. Let me know in the comments what you think about this, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great night. Bye.